Okay, this segment will be fairly short. We're going to be going into the layout editor. I'm going to show you how I laid in my signal mast. I don't intend to teach everything about the layout editor. I've seen other videos out there that do a pretty good job of that. So this is just to keep the consistency with showing you how I laid in things for my signals. First thing I'm going to do is go up here to options and put the layout screen into edit mode. You see a lot of things changed, right? I can scroll this around if I want to and maintain my screen size, but for clarity on this, I'm going to go ahead and blow it up so you can see what I'm doing real easy. Okay, now across the top, got a bunch of checked boxes that make life pretty easy. And this works pretty much the same for the track and the end connectors, anchor points, anything you need to use, as it will for the signal mast. So let me show you how I laid in the signal mast. First you tell it whether it's going to be a signal head or a signal mast. So I'm going to select the signal mast, then I have to tell it which one. E4 outer. Now that I've given it a name, it can look it up and know the definition and find the icon, the appropriate icon to drop in place. So now that to place this on the screen, you hold down the shift key and you move your cursor where you want to drop it, and you hit the left mouse button. And there I placed it on the screen. If it's not exactly where I want it, I hold down the right mouse button and drag it to its new location. As you can see, I've actually put two of them down. I click my mouse. So now that I have the icon in place for this signal mast, it's actually hot and alive. So if I were to click on it, I'm actually watching the signal on my train table change status to follow my icon. So I have the right one, and I've placed it where I want. There's a few options that I have, like rotate. So I can come in here and I can say rotate 90 degrees, and I can turn that signal that's more appropriate for my layout, and I can place it wherever I need it to be. That's basically it. Now, the only thing is, if you want to use the automatic logic that JMRI has for detecting your signals, you can't just pull them in here and drop them anywhere. You've got to put them at approved locations. And that can either be on a signal, on a turnout, or on a block junction. So over here you can see real easy, since I have a train in this block, you can see where this block joins the next block. So if I get on this anchor point and right click, you see I get the option set signals, set sensors, set signal mast. Okay, so I can go in here and pull it up, and I can look at my signal mast, right? Block 1 name block 4, block 2 name block 6. Okay, so what's protecting block 6 and what's protecting block 4? Well, the signal is going west to east, so that's going to be block 6, and that's E4 inner is the mast that I want. Okay, so you can then say do not place on the panel, which makes it a blind signal, or you can place it left or right side of the track. So that's how I placed that signal on there. Okay, now let's show you the difference. We'll pick another anchor point over here, but it doesn't have, it's not a block joint. So you can see the option to set a signal is not there. Okay, so you can readily see the difference between the two. Here I am on a signal, right? And if I get in the center of the circle of the signal, then I get to set my signals on that, right? And it lets you place signals according to what direction you want on the as related to the turnout. I have none associated with turnouts. I'll take that back. I have one. This one here, this E9 station is associated with this signal, with this turnout. Okay, so basically that's what we're doing. Bringing them in, dropping them in, moving them to location, and placing them at the proper locations, either a anchor point where two blocks meet, or on a turnout. Okay. Go ahead and delete this, remove this. Okay. Down here, see these that are not showing? When I was trying to do the automatic logic, it tells you if you're going into a sighting, right, where there's where it's dead-ended, place a dummy signal mast so that the logic, because the logic looks from signal to signal to see how to configure itself. So you have to put a dummy signal, and I've set those so that hide when not editing. Okay, so they showed up during editing, but they won't show up if I take it out of edit mode. So we'll go back down here, and I'll take it back out of edit mode. You can see that those dummy signals aren't showing up down here. Okay, so that's basically what you need to know to place the signal mast into the layout editor. All right, thanks. I'll move on to the next segment here as quick as I can.